Get ready with me, work from home edition. How many of y'all work from home and don't really get dressed up? I like to still have a routine, take a shower, get my face, my skincare together, brush out the hair, put a cute little shirt on. This shirt is from H&M. And still have like some sort of routine with my day to get my skin together in the morning and at night. So last week I was outside. I'm still recovering from this ear infection. So I was outside again without this thing called Newark Black Film Festival. It honors local creatives that are doing screenwriting, that are filmmakers, producers. I was actually featured in a festival before as a co-producer. But for this one, it highlighted some great films. There was some funny shorts in there. And one of the shorts is from a company called BrownMill. You've probably seen their clothing. Their style is like so dope. And they're based in Newark. And basically they came out with a short documentary about the creators of BrownMill. And so BrownMill is located in the lovely city of Newark, okay? In Newark, New Jersey. And they did a film and they teamed up with, it was a few students from Rutgers, Newark that put it together. And the panel, it was also a film and panel, so it was so good. But the film was more so about how they got started. Justice, who was the creator of BrownMill, he was creating bow ties in his home, and he would get dressed up in. He eventually was selling it to his friends. It got popular, and so now he created t-shirts and cool socks and different accessories, and it blew up. And so not only is it a clothing line, it's pretty much a lifestyle. So BrownMill does block parties in the city of Newark.
Are behind a popular streetwear brand across the river. New Jersey-based streetwear clothing brand BrownMill.
They do a lot of get-togethers. It's more of a community than just a clothing line, and it was so heartwarming. And I'm on my journey of finding different things that help me get inspired, and that definitely helped me get inspired. So I'll put in a few clips of the film festival. It also featured other films that were funny and a little juicy. It was this one film that had a cliffhanger. Everybody was highly upset. I don't think I got that on video, but we do a good job at bringing film back to New Jersey, and the city of Newark is doing this thing. I had a good time. And what else happened? There's always a film festival going on in the city, and there's always a block party. So if y'all are familiar, I may check out I may check out a block party and take y'all with me. But what else? How was y'all weekend? I should ask y'all that first. And also, I'm Dani. I highlight music, go to concerts. I'm a concert fanatic, and I do overall lifestyle as a 42-year-old living in the city of Newark. And so I am on my journey of feeling inspired and looking for things that feel inspiring. Um, so I'm putting up, I'm talking to the camera more. I'm getting comfortable, and I want to take y'all along with me as on my journey of being a creative on camera, because I am a creative off camera. I just don't film everything, so I'm gonna do a better job at highlighting and supporting myself. I think I struggle with that. I love supporting other people's work, and for my work, it's always pushed to the side. I have to do X, Y, and Z for this person. I create website designs as well. I help people with their marketing strategy. So my life is a little all over the place. So in addition to the Thayer's blemish pads, I also use Mario rose water and herbs and aloe facial spray. So it's perfect for the summertime, but all year round if you want like really like glassy skin, as they say. So I'll let that sit. And then over the weekend I also caught up on some TV. Child, The Chi ended. I don't know if anybody watches that still, but I do. And it ended after 8 seasons, and I thought it was kind of rushed the way it ended. What y'all think? Bakari, that storyline was like my favorite, and I'm glad, he didn't die. I guess spoiler spoiler alert if you don't watch or haven't watched it yet, but it's Monday, so y'all should have seen it already. And what else did I catch up on? Married at First Sight is out, child. It is a hot mess. I don't know if anybody watches that, but I still watch Married at First Sight. They changed the experts, but the premise of the show is that you want to find love, and you they link you up with someone who is allegedly compatible with you. And so it's this black couple on there. The guy is like a professor, super goofy, and the woman in the marriage is like, pretty, gorgeous, fit woman, and she is completely turned off. So at the ceremony where they get married, she is walking down the aisle. The groom is at the end of the aisle already waiting with the officiant, right? And by the time the bride gets down to down the aisle, she's looking at her family, she's looking at his family. She's like, so am I just waiting for my groom? Child, oh my God. It was so hilarious that I was like, that is so cringy. He was a good sport about it, but I would have felt the way. And I think it's like episode 6 at this point. Just go watch it and come back to this video and put it in the comments, your opinion about this couple, because it's that black couple, and then there's another black couple where I feel like they're just trauma bonding and they're not really compatible. So let me know what y'all feel about that. And then also, I'm using this brush. It really makes a shine to my hair. As a 42-year-old girly, I have the grays is coming in real fast. And I'm thinking about just doing like a blonde streak or something. So, and I like growing up, I always had this gray patch, girl. But we getting our lives. We're trying to get some length back. I used to have really long hair, and since I colored it, I don't know if it's as long as it was before or thick. Also, I'm using Moroccan oil. The stylist that I go to recommended this and that brush, and he recommended that brush that I've been using, and so far so good. I can't really complain. My silk presses last longer. And I'm also dealing with a little dryness on my scalp, which I really just grew up having a dry scalp, no matter if my hair was colored or not. And I'm still managing with that. But Moroccan oil, it smells good, and it helps with shine. So also this weekend, I was watching Raising Kanan. Hopefully you got to watch my ViewerCon video, where ViewerCon is a creative, it was an all-day creative event, and Stars was the sponsor. And it had the actor Mekhi Curtis, who plays Kanan. He was there, as long as Patina Miller, who plays Rock, and also London Brown, who plays Uncle Marvin. They were there, and also Sasha Penn was there, and they all just, and a lot of creatives were there. There were other panels as well. So definitely check out that video that I posted.
And yeah, that just comes from, you know, being a person. Everybody experiences some loss and some grief and some surprise shit that caught them by surprise, and we don't really have the words for it.
Wow, no, I mean, it's incredible. I think it's incredible. Come on, right? That's good. Come on, church.
Last week, and that is another event where it really helped me get inspired of like what I need to be doing. There were panels where it talked about networking, where it talked about using your talent to make more money.
Or doing more work and not for more pay.
It's called the curse of competency, right? You ever notice that the most competent person in the office work the hardest and get paid less? Because they know they get 10 times the work out of you for the same money. So it's the curse of competency. The better you are at your job, the more you're going to work, but you're not necessarily going to get paid.
But it's also about you not understanding your value at work.
Right.
See, the curse of competency does not happen if you understand your value in that space. Because when I was at corporate jobs, I always understood my value. I had a whole bunch of rules for the people that I worked for. A whole bunch of rules. You know, from the simple things of like, before I go to a European trip, I have to take 2 days off because I have to prep for said trip. And when I get back, I need 2 days off, so I have to recover from being on And I'll never forget one time they told me that the only people that could fly first class was the editor-in-chief and the publisher. And I told them, well, then I cannot go on this business trip because I'm not flying in steerage overseas to do your bidding. And by the way, I bring in millions of dollars for this company. So, you know, you make arrangements. Or, you know, that's okay too. And you know they make arrangements.
Maybe don't serve. It's the silence here at the end of that. All right, let's switch gears a little bit. I'm getting the flag for 5 minutes. I have 2 more questions. Especially considering who's in the audience, investing in emerging creators. So both of you are in positions now, of course, that you're building for yourselves. And I'm curious, as you know, I shared earlier, one of Audible's commitments is investing in the next generation of storytellers, really trying to target emerging creators. How do you think about using your platforms to elevate emerging creators and the next generation? So I will say that one of the goals, and I was talking with the mayor, pick it up for Mayor Ross Baraka, I think the artist himself, I had to do some bars now earlier, but I'm very proud of myself for doing that. But I was talking to him about one of the visions that we have at the Door Beach Show is to make the Door Beach Show into a full channel. And one of the things we want to have is additional shows. We want to do a legal show. We want to do sports shows and different projects so that we can empower other voices and amplify them. But one of the big projects that I really want to work on, and if Audible would like to fund it, I'm happy to take it. Is there are all these people with their little cell phone. They're out there getting video. They're getting information. They're posting it on X, Twitter, or they're posting it on Instagram, or they're posting it on TikTok. And then when someone wants to use it, people will just use it. They don't get any money from it. But also there's no curation of it to make sure that the information is not AI, to make sure that it's real. What if there was an entity where you could upload your stuff and it would be like Getty? You get a couple $100 for your footage. If CBS wants it, they pay you. ABC wants it. The Jordan Beach Show, the Don Lemon Show. Now you're a correspondent. Why would you just be out there freelancing on your own getting video? You're a correspondent. If you want to be a journalist, you need 2 things. You need an editor. So a little curation to make sure that your stuff is journalistically sound and that it's not fake and that it's not going to get anybody sued. But you also need a little coin. And you shouldn't have to hustle for that coin. So one of our visions is to create a system where content creators who are just getting the news footage, who saw Michael Brown's body on the ground, who saw what happened to one of these kids, who saw Tamir Rice getting killed, they had their ring camera, you got the footage, it's your eyes IP. But what we need is a way to concentrate your work in a way that can get you paid, and that can get you a little curation, and that can get you into a system where you're respected, and where your work is used, and where you continue to own your IP. So that's one of the things that we're looking to launch.
I love that.
You know, to network and to socialize with other creatives, to create a community, and that's pretty much what ViewerCon was like. The creator is Christopher Weatherspoon, and I helped with the marketing of the event. And so it was on a rainy day, but it came out really good, I thought.
Weather's gonna be crazy. We had to get people out, and she was taking my calls all hours of the night.
Like team, like Toya and Dani and others.
Yes,
Really
Dani
the
too.
call.
They on the phone.
Yeah.
Put it on you.
Turn that camera around.
Yes. When I first time I called her, Dani was listening, and then she was like, at a certain point, I was like, I don't know if she's feeling me all the way. She was like, oh, your company's based in Newark. Oh, so you're one of us. And then when she was like, don't be no outsider trying to bring this to, you know, be a part of the community. And I clunked my heels right up in Newark. A few blocks away. You know, so I believe in this vision, and I just want to build with y'all. You know, let's make this even bigger next year.
Yep, this is amazing. Absolutely.
Celebrate.
It was very collaborative. Bevy Smith was there for the fashion and the talking. Joy Reid talked about, you know, being let go and starting your own lane. It was really inspiring. So I just really enjoyed it. So make sure you check out that video. And then, so Raising Kanan, how do we feel? I really love that series of the Power Universe, and I'm sad to see it go, to be honest. I love Mekhi Curtis. I guess we won't see him. No, we will see him in Power Origins, so we'll continue to see him. I think my theory is, that Rock is alive. And when, you know, in the original Power, we all assume that Kanan killed his mother. But what if they meant, like, he killed her by killing Uncle Lou? Like, she wasn't ever the same after her brother passed away, or her brother was murdered by her son. So that's my theory. There's nothing more to that, but we'll see. The episodes are getting good. You know, Breeze is into the Power Universe, and he's a little sketch. But we're starting to see Kanan lose it, and Kanan is, you know, he is pretty much, I guess, how his origin story is happening now, I feel like. But that is like one of my favorite shows that I'm sad to see it go, but I'm ready for Power Origins. And also, speaking of film, Power Origins was filmed in the city of Newark, and a lot of other films like Wu-Tang. So the actor that plays Breeze and Kanan, Raising Kanan, was also in the Wu saga, and that was also had some clips in the city of Newark. So you're getting to know a little bit about my city and a little bit about me, and my skincare. So I also use Dove Even Skin Tone. I live by this stuff. As you can see, I have like the dark circles, but my skin tone is pretty much even. There's no real bumps on my face. I have beauty marks and some blemishes, but for the most part, all of the products that I use, I live by. And it's super light, and I love it. Also, I've been watching House of Dragon. Is it House of Dragon or House of Dragons? You know, black people love to add a S to stuff. But that's getting good. What's his name? Sir Kristen Cole. God, they're killing our favorite characters with arrows, child. But yeah, it's getting good. I can't wait for this coming Sunday. And look how shiny my skin is now. Also, I do individual lashes. I used to do clusters, and I'm still debating on if I'm enjoying the individual lashes again. I had like a hiccup at a spot that I was going to in I had a breakout on my eye, and I'm still not sure if I enjoy them, but I really enjoy doing clusters, doing it myself. It's just tedious, you know, because I like to sleep face down on the pillow. I'll be knocked out, and sometimes I have to redo them every day. So we're testing out these lashes, the individual lashes, but I think they look good. Also, my latest obsession is this bag from ASOS. As you can tell, I have a lot of stuff in here, but it fits everything. I have my scent. I shouldn't really show it. I have a scent in here. I am known for having or blending different scents, and so I don't really share what what perfumes that I wear. But this bag is everything, and it was affordable. ASOS is really like taking all my money this summer. Between the bags, between the slides, between the dresses, between the balloon pants. Yeah, take my money because I love them all. Also, H&M has this cute like high-low denim skirt. So I'm in between sizes. Unfortunately, I'm on my health journey. And I wanted to try out some H&M stuff. And so H&M shorts and skirts and things like that. So they fit. H&M is weird. Like, it doesn't, their sizes aren't similar to like ASOS. Like, I could be a 16, 18 in ASOS, but in H&M it's too tight. So it's just like, okay, make me feel like shit, H&M. But that could be for another video. I just wanted to do a quick refresh. This is how I get my life together when I'm working from home. I feel like a lot of people just throw on whatever, but I love to keep up with my skincare, with my hair, and sometimes I wear like jewelry. It depends on the mood, but I will say that I am obsessed with this scent. It's from Dossier, and I follow Aaliyah's face on YouTube. Obsessed with her, and congrats on a baby. But yeah, she did a collab with Dossier, and this is like one of my favorite scents that I like to wear. And if you know, you know, Dossier has some good like dupes to YSL, and they have different sizes too. So I love this scent. So yeah, I like to blend, girl. I like to keep them guessing. I want them I want people to be like, what do you have on? They'll like stop me in my tracks and be like, what is that? And also Rihanna's Fenty Skin Body Spray is a good blender too, if you like to layer your scents. But I'm also getting ready for another concert. So this weekend I'm going to see J. Cole at Madison Square Garden. So if you're going, if you see me, what's up? I'm looking forward to that. And I think that'll be like the last concert that I go to this summer, unless something else pops up. But I'm all over the place. But this was like a quick check-in. Hey y'all, I hope y'all had a good weekend, and I hope to see you in the next one. And I'm looking forward to the J. Cole concert. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm posting more. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm also on a journey of finding things that inspire me. So what inspires you, and put that in the chat and let me know. And I hope to see you at the next one, in the next video. And I can't wait for this J. Cole concert, and we could debrief on that next week. I'm also gonna have another video this week. Yeah. So your girl trying to stay consistent, okay? And I'm using my Sony this time instead of my DJI. So we just testing everything out. But see you in the next one. Later, phase. Okay.